Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the Citadel server. We're playing Minecraft, of course. We're back in Westhill. We are going to be working on the keep some more. We adjusted a tower out here at the end of the stream yesterday. It is now bigger. It comes out a lot farther now. And obviously there's a few holes we have to fill in. And I'd like to make a decision as to how we're going to decorate the top. We have not yet done that, so we're going to try and mess around with some walls and stuff at the top there, see if that looks good. I don't think I'm going to add that kind of a thing. I don't think it needs wood. I think I'd prefer it to be stone. It could use maybe a brick cross section, like we might be able to take the bricks up here. We might be able to go across in a line maybe, but I don't know. I've got a funny feeling I'm actually going to lose these. I think it might be better if we only had them every once in a while. Because as I've mentioned before, anytime we have a build that has these corner blocks on them, whether they're bricks or andesite, it always helps to have a cap on it. Where this, I think we're going to leave it the way that it is without the cap. And because of that, it makes it difficult to make that transition. When in doubt, make it bigger, yeah. Good for satisfactory, maybe not the best advice in Minecraft. Yeah, we've gone with a 6x6. Which is interesting because it means that the inside, the stairs can change a little bit as well because it gets wider. So we can adjust that. Now it's not a 7x7, so we can't, there won't be necessarily a beam going up the middle like that, so we'll have to be careful with how we do the stairs. Right now, I like the kind of the way that they come out, and they kind of pop us out. Why can't I? Oh, there's a block there that's not supposed to be there. They come out up here. But I think we might rotate this around to come down over there. So a few changes. I think we'll start off with testing out the walls at the top. We might need, I don't know if we're going to need stairs or not. Bring them just in case. And definitely going to need trapdoors and stairs here. Should be good to get us going. So I think with these walls, I wanted to drop it down by a block. And then replace this top block with the normal stone. Animal Cosmic Scotsman, good to see everybody. My coffee is ready. I was right down to the wire making the coffee before stream. Sitting on my desk. Then we'll replace this here. Whoa, that was close. And obviously the next thing we have to do is the stairs. So this is what this would look like if we created this like wall section. Ignore the fact that we're still dealing with the corners being stone. That's not bad, you know. Don't dislike it. The stairs are not safe. That is for sure. Oh, I forgot to trim off that corner. That should be everything now. It does add a little bit of depth to it, which I like. We may be able to even keep the bricks if we put like a brick section across the top there. Although that would reduce the height of this again. I wonder if we could do stone brick walls on the corners. I wonder if that would make any sense. It might look a little bit too decorative. There's a stone brick above that. We'll put bricks in there. Not something you'd catch me doing in real life, ever. Not in a million years. That's one thing we could do. The other thing we could try was, I think I said I wanted to try bricks all across the top here. You won't even do that in Minecraft? Yeah, it's a little bit trippy. Yeah, I don't like that very much. That's not really my favorite either. So if we do this, I think we just have to lose these corners. While I take them down, we could try to make the corners walls themselves, maybe? What does that look like? No. Alright, I think we just replace these. Makes our life a lot easier. that. Take that away, put that back, go back to that. Thanks for the sleep, Cosmic. No, I almost had that. Grr. Annoying. Now we just have to take this all the way down and replace it with the regular stone and andesite. It's a big tower, man. I remember back when, you know, you first start these builds in Minecraft, or you first start playing Minecraft, and the first time you attempt anything that gets up into like the 30 and 40 block high range, it's a real trip. You know, it's really interesting how big things get, you know. I'm not crazy about the way that this sticks out now, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. I guess we can just leave that there. It's not really that important. It's not like I'm gaining resources by bringing it back. All the way over to here. Oh, is that inside? That might be inside. Oh, no, it's just a weird little spot. Is there a slab? Is that a slab? It looks like it might be a slab. I feel like there was another hole in the roof over here. Oh no, it's just that log. I don't know why that's there. This whole section of the roof just feels a little strange. Oh, I guess this is the ridge that comes down, maybe? Not my strongest work. Paging the drama safety llama. No drama safety llama for the OSHA inspection. Is that a thing in the UK? I mean, I know what the organization is, but is there a llama as like a mascot or something? One more corner to go. Not that way. This is where I can actually see jump boost coming in handy. Now what is down here? So that takes the awkward kind of out of the corner there, which is good. Just once I'd like to be able to land on scaffolding like a normal person. Running joke from somewhere else. Okay, cool. Running jokes are fun. I forgot to take out the silly strip. It looks good, but it does look a little bit boring. We're going to have to do something more with it, I think. Yeah, I'll remove that stuff at the top, but we're going to have to do some texturing on the outside. I think we'll do more blocks, like have a more broad palette. It's so tall. Like I feel like looking down this alley, it could be a really cool thing if it started off as like deep slate and goes up into like tough and cobble and goes all the way up. I think that could be kind of cool. I think I like the little wall detail. It does help it tie into other things in the town that we've used that technique on before. Yeah, I don't think it takes away from like its sturdiness at all. Cool. So let's do the stairs. And I should have enough. And we'll start at the top. Because I want to change the way that this comes down. So I'd like to arrive, I think, at this height. That's going to mean a slightly strange transition here, where I think I'll use trapdoors and slabs so that they don't connect to anything. Because this won't affect the walls on the outside if we do something like this. And it shouldn't be visible, I don't think. This will be. That's going to be the hard part. So that'll be the full space. We might be able to squeeze in one more. We made it wood. Yeah. Even two more if we made it wood. So that's a possibility. Instead of a stone top, if it was a wood top, then we could get away with a little bit more. Either way, there's definitely going to be a nice little railing there. Maybe not here. A little tricky because you can kind of get up on the side here. And I think I want this to be wood. It could be stone. It doesn't have to be Doesn't have to be wood. We could have stone stairs coming up here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could have a very wide staircase once we get down to here. From here, I wanted to transition into something a little bit wider. Do that. And then we can go too wide. Then that's only one there, so that doesn't make any sense. Maybe we can't do anything. And we have to do a railing all the way up. I was hoping to do like a wider staircase so it's not so dizzying as you go up and down. This is where I wish we could aim stairs in a different way. Because this is just going to be one giant fall to your death in the middle. That is, unless we fill it in with something. So this actually might work out, because at least now we can get a better height with certain things. Yeah, that gets us down to there. So here, if we wanted to, we could just kind of go out in the same... create like a little landing. Now here, it kind of transitions, and I feel like this is an outside... Yeah, that's still an outside block. Yeah, the staircase is a pain. Oh, we're hitting our heads here. Right, so then we can go up this way. It's a little easier on the eyes to do that. This is strange though, because you can kind of get off course, and if you, unfortunately, if you put like a trapdoor here, then the wall attaches to it. But here's where it can change. Like here's where this was inside a smaller tower to get down to here. So I feel like if we go wider here, we might be able to adjust a couple of things. And oh, okay, that's too tall. Alright, so that comes out at the right height, but then still gives us room to go down, which is nice. And we would just continue, I guess, from here. Guess that will probably end up being wood at some point. That's a stair, so that means stair goes here. I'm really crossing my fingers that this works out with a better approach at the bottom. And it looks like it might actually. Yeah. That's a way better way to approach the staircase. Where's the light? Now when you go in this door, the stairs are like right here rather than around the corner. And because it's a 6 wide build with a 4 wide interior, we could have a double door there. Although that makes this feel kind of strange. Maybe we need to have a more of a door over here. That feels a little bit better. Straight off the kitchen. And then we could fill this with something, you know, we could, again, similar to a space like this, we could also have another, like, some sort of cabinet or cupboard or something. Utilize the space. I think that's good here. I don't know about that. We'll have to see. This is definitely not happening. And I guess the easiest thing to do here, we can still put in like blocks and stuff underneath here, and it doesn't really affect our headroom, I don't think. No, yeah, we're good. Some of these could even be upside down stairs. That might be a bit much. We might want to go with trapdoors. Although maybe that doesn't feel solid enough. And then all along here, we could have trapdoors. Although I guess we have to be careful. Probably focus on those ones first and then have trapdoors here. The only tricky part about that is that sometimes you bump into them. Better to have clean corners. I guess if this is both inside. It feels narrow, but lots of passages in castles are narrow. Calberty, hello, hello. Nursing Geek, welcome in. Staircases are always a little bit tricky. Yeah, I agree. Especially when you're as picky as I am. We're going to have to hang a lantern from a couple of these things. Shouldn't be anything spawning, but it'll just be really freaking hard to see. It does kind of look cool when you start to add in like the little details and different signs and stuff. Now here is where I would probably put in like a visual. What is that? That's a slab. We would probably do both of these. And have some sort of like support structure. Uh-oh. Something to upgrade your wings with. Mending. Unbreaking 3. Do I not have Unbreaking 3 on my... Do I not have... Oh, I've got Unbreaking 2, not 3. I didn't realize that. Thanks, Cosmic. I mean, I didn't even have to read your name to know from the sign. Enchanted 3. Mending. Thank you. Do I have a key? I have an anvil somewhere. Oh, maybe I have to make a new one. Oh wait, no, I've got one downstairs. Unbreaking 3. Pink sign is a dead giveaway. I agree. That's the only thing you can put on Elytra, right? Is unbreaking and mending. There's no other. Thank you. Thanks for the lurk, Scotsman. Appreciate it. Always good to see you. Hope your builds are going well. I don't know where I was keeping my enchanted books. I guess they're in their own spot. Makes sense to keep a mending book in here, though. Brought the grindstone in case it was needed to take off the enchants and put on new ones, forgetting it's not how Minecraft works. Oh, that's fine. That's all good. I really appreciate it. Put the grindstone there and there, I guess. I keep on threatening to reorganize my ender chest. That's something I should do in 1.20. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. Bunch of stuff I don't have room for. I should really empty this out downstairs. I like having a spare shulker box when I'm working, just to kind of dump stuff in from your inventory. That's the random stuff you end up getting as you like tear things down or move things around. oak, grass, dirt, dirt. Calcite, cobble. Other calcite. Go. Have room in here for dead coral? Yes. Don't need some of this stuff. I think that's everything in there. I know I don't have room in my dark oak chest for anything right now, so I'm just going to leave those in there. Gold. Why not? I know it's cheaper to use it for something as like decor, but can't be bothered to keep it. I really wish more things would stack. I was listening to the Imp and Skiz podcast, and they were talking about how I think Tango was complaining on Twitter about the fact that you can't stack some things to more than 16 for like no real logical reason. They just don't, you know? Alright, that's a little bit more of a friendly utility box. I can go in there. I'll bring this upstairs and bring those as well. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't have any room. So where is my oak shulker box? You guys saw that, right? Where did it go? Oh, there it is there. Herding cats, hello, hello. Been a little while. Free moment, some time to hang out and stream, grab a coffee. Nice, yeah, I've got a coffee too. how easy and quick it is to get eggs from a chicken farm, and the fact that they don't stack to 64 can be infuriating. Yeah. Yeah, it's stuff like that. I think doors, you know, like when you're building things. They were contemplating, they were thinking that Tango was probably complaining about doors, because back when you had to use doors to make iron farms, he was thinking that that was the case. This is cobblestone and tough. You haven't demolished a chicken coop to move to the other side of Farmstead before only finding eggs spilling out of my pockets. I don't know what you mean. Yeah. There's always that weird kind of like gotta collect it all mentality, like when you break something and you have to, you feel like you have to collect all the things that pop out of it, you know? So I needed more trapdoors, that's what I was looking for. I wanted to just try to add like a little support there. I don't know if that would look better as a staircase. Sure. I'll have to go back and check. There's a couple different places where I've done this kind of a thing. So you can kind of replace some of these slabs with upside down stairs to make it look like they have a little bit more of an attachment to the wall, you know? You could even beef that up a little bit, like if we wanted to. We could have like a full block. No, I don't like all the little cross sections and stuff there. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's better. We'll do the same thing here. So it's very open. It's interesting. Really wish I could get away with changing this. I wonder if I can do this and just kind of live with it. Yeah, I feel like because this one is wider, that's not too bad. Yeah, this is where it sort of feels like it could be stone and just like built into the wall sort of deal. So here we will have to be careful because the I don't want the upside down stairs to connect to the walls that we're using outside. I think it might be better to go with a wood plank top to this maybe. This could end up being like a barrel or something. So the underside of this, we could just do upside down stairs until we get to, yeah, see, here's where an upside down stair would be a problem. So I'm just going to be a little bit more careful. It's only just 1 or 2 spots. What is that? That is a slab. Just feels like it kind of connects to nothing, but there's not much we can do about that. Whoops. Yeah, that seems to be the best course of action. 2 upside down stairs facing, like going with the stairs, and then 1 kind of turning directions. I just wonder whether these would look better with a trapdoor. A little flimsy looking. Oh, wait a minute, what happened there? Oh, this is meant to be a slab. That's what. Once you start recognizing the pattern, it becomes a lot easier. The nice thing about this, which I'll have to remember, is that it feels like there's lots of headroom. Like you don't feel like you're bashing your head or even close to it as you come down, which is something that happens a fair bit, I feel like, in Minecraft. Now here we can probably afford to go a little bit steeper. Oh, that was meant to go up? Yeah. Whoops. That's because of this landing here. Well, rare opportunity to put in a little bit of texture. Oh, I think that's going to have to be a slab. Sure, I think that works. Right, okay, so here's where, unfortunately, I feel like this giant opening might not work. I think we have to get rid of this part. And have a weird corner door Oh, I had some on me. Feels weird not having a railing right there. Like, it feels like that's a little bit trippy. I wonder if we could change this and have this out here. Feels very strange that you wouldn't just go straight across. So maybe the whole thing just needs to be a platform. Like maybe this is just something that needs to be filled in rather than something with a treacherous rail on it. Yeah, I mean, that feels okay. Now, this had to stay there. Does this have to stay here? Yeah, that's an outside wall. So an interesting little situation here. I wonder if we can get away with dropping the... Right, that's how you get in there. Does this have to stay? Probably yes. So then, can we create a door? We have a stone thing there. That's fine. Just keep on going with the pattern. Makes sense. I can't do it there though. Or can I? Yeah, that works. I think that's better. Plus we can put like a couple of interesting things in the corner maybe. Time to staircase your way into a break, says Cosmic. That's a good idea. Thanks for the reminder. Alright, if you are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It's about that time. I'm going to step away for 5 or 6 minutes, going to reheat the old coffee, and we'll be back with more Minecraft in just a few minutes. Hey, Raiders. Tis Tom, thanks very much for sharing your viewers. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Playing Minecraft, what were you up to? Oh, got a raid and run. Appreciate it. I understand how it is. I'm usually starving at the end of my streams and I have to go get food in my face immediately. Thanks again, Tis Tom. Enjoy the rest of your day. For folks that were in the Tis Tom stream and were hanging around, they were placing slabs, it sounds like. A Winge, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Placing lots of black stone slabs. Interesting. What was the project? Is it a farm? Sounds like it could be like a wither skeleton farm or something. I'm going to get up somewhere high. First, I'm going to sleep. Might as well put on some shaders. Decoration. Oh, decorating a guardian farm. Right on. It sounded like a big project. It sounded like a big project. For folks that are new, my name is Joel Duggan, and I am a full-time content creator. Split my time between Twitch and podcasts. You might know me from the Spawn Chunks podcast. I do that with Pixel Riffs every Monday. It's all about Minecraft. Lots of fun stuff coming up because we have, of course, a release date for 1.20. And this is Westhill. This is my medieval town build that I've been working on for about 2.5 years. All me, all survival, and all designed on stream. No creative mode, no Lightmatica. It's all just kind of trial and error. And right now, this tower has been the bane of our existence for the last 2 streams. I mean, it's coming along. I think we've made decent progress with it. Wickles Mama, thanks very much. Wickless, not Wickles. Wickless Mama. Your the color of your name in chat was a little bit hard to see. Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've come a long way. I've learned a lot about building like this, which I feel like it's now part of my visual library in Minecraft. I can build like a portcullis, I can do gates, I can do bell towers. Like there's a bunch of different stuff that you kind of pick up when you spend a lot of time doing this. My favorite view, I think, is actually coming in from the south. Out of all the views, this is also the one that we've kind of curated the most recently. And I really like how this place feels when you come in from the south road. Like there's obviously something important here, but then there's this fairy thing over here. Good stuff. So as I mentioned, I stream here on Twitch almost every day. Monday is the day I take off to do the Spawn Chunks, but every other day it's 1 o'clock Atlantic. It's UTC minus 3 hours for people that are wondering. And I do Minecraft most of the time, but Wednesdays are slated for Satisfactory, and we do fit in extra Satisfactory streams sometimes. And I also have Lego Fridays where I build Lego live on stream. And we were supposed to remove that row of bricks. Unfortunately, I can't build with shaders because my frame rates drop to dizzying lows. But we can at least kind of pick up where we were left off. That. Cool. I think I'll leave these in here for now. We were toying around with keeping it just poker straight. But I think the next thing that has to happen is we have to adjust the changes that we made here. It may not look that bad. Oh yeah, it sort of does. Alright, this is going to be a pain. I probably don't have all the right blocks either. Alright, let's put back the wood. I'll need stone. I've got. I'll need andesite slabs, stone stairs. Probably gonna make a few more of those. Wait, Joel, you stream 6 times a week now? I didn't know that. Hugh Dragon Criminal, yep. Yep. It's been like that since March. I mean, I've been a full-time content creator for about a year, but I upped the ante. It may dial back now that summer's here and there's nicer weather. Like, it's a beautiful day today. I should probably be doing something like a hike today, but I went to the gym yesterday and I'm tired. But yeah, in general, I do Tuesday to Sunday. It started in March, but like in March around here in Canada, the weather is absolute crap. So it would just made sense to me to do it. I want to do this here, which means not that. Oh, these are all right. The ones on the outside are different, aren't they? Yeah, they're all andesite. Okay. I wonder if that would look good, connecting them like that. That would be the easiest thing to do. Although, wait a minute, no, I can't do that on both sides. Never mind. So this is going to change and get more narrow. I think I just have to rip this whole thing down. I'll leave one bit so I can remember what I did. So this is that plus not have. I guess I didn't bring any of those stairs. Herding cats, thanks very much. Glad you like it. That's very kind of you, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of patience. I mean, I'm a pretty patient person anyway. I would say probably patient to a fault, so, you know, just kind of approach it one build at a time. I have been getting a little bit fed up with like the constant up and down, building the changes to the keep. That's been a little frustrating. Do that there, and then that had a top on it like that. And then these have that in between. And that's it. The slab there. This is just going to go to an even divide instead of an odd divide. Oops. A bunch of stuff just needs to get shifted, I think. Oh no, wait a minute. That doesn't work. Hold on. Got 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So there is no middle. Live Fuji, hello, welcome in. Has the snow still not melted in March? Snow doesn't melt until April around here. I mean, it can be mild in March, but it's still very much winter. Even if it's not snowy, it's still like -2, you know, and rain, freezing rain. You know, we can get snow. We'll get snow into April though. We had snow in April. There was definitely some snow. We did not have a lot of snow this year in like cumulatively, but winter felt long. And spring was all of like 5 minutes. Spring was like, there was one 15-degree day in April, and then it was rainy and cold and 4 degrees for like 3 weeks. And then May had a couple of nice days, and now it's like 25 degrees. Like all of a sudden it's just summer. We don't have spring anymore. We just kind of go from one extreme to the next. So I've got to figure out a pattern here where I guess we can just have a slightly lower section here in the middle. I mean, that would be good for the view, right? I feel like right in the middle though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's either we have a low spot in the middle or we have 2 low spots on the end, like this. I think we do it in the middle. It's actually a little bit more interesting than it was before, so I'm okay with that. It goes across like that. That is all correct. McScrewgunn, hope you're having a good weekend. What's up? Always good to see you. You missed a massive fall down a staircase earlier. Yeah, that frames that view quite nicely. I am good with that. I feel like I tried that before. That's okay. We'll leave this empty space here. We could also work in some different like wood paneling and stuff in here too. For example, I wonder if it would look better with dark oak or spruce. We've been doing this with spruce all over the place, but we could try it here with dark oak and see if it looks better. It might just be too much dark oak around, you know, with the roofing and everything. Yeah, it feels a little bit weird. These just don't look that good. They look too fancy, you know? Frontrunner Jake, what's going on? You missed the fall McScrewgunn, yeah. Can't have everything, I guess. I feel like that's pretty good. We might replace these with something more interesting, like a barrel or a crate or something that could help. We also want to do the same sort of thing we did over here along this wall, which is going to be tricky with this equestrian stable thing here. I feel like there's a decent distance with like 3. There's just enough space there, actually. The question is this staying the way that it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Odd numbers are good. That we might want to bump over just so it lines up with the middle of that. That was 4 in between each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do that and that, then I can break this down. So that's divided evenly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should work. I'm not sure what the minimum distance is that I put on the other wall. Oh, I used dark oak over here. There's 3, looks like 3 to 4, so we're okay. Almost 5 there. I don't remember if I tried this with dark oak or not. Maybe I just thought it was too much dark oak. And I'm okay with them being a little bit shorter. This looks better, but we don't have the room over here. I mean, we do there, but I don't know if that would look best. We can play around with it later. Hugh Dragon Criminal. I was in Canada for like a week, early March. Personally loved the winter coming from the tropics, but maybe I'll sing different tune in a few years as I'm moving to Montreal this fall. You will definitely be singing a different tune in Montreal. It's a lot different weather than what we get here. What's the temperature in this part of the Citadel in my imagination? I would say, you know, temperate. You know, like England summer, but not the heat waves, you know? North American, you know, summertime. It's a sunflower plain, so it feels very summery in general. I guess the two things to think about are that there's this thing underneath, but there's also this other wall, so they're going to be off-center no matter what. All right, so that finishes up, I think, the pathing on the tower. I like that we have a much better approach to the staircase. This is all feeling pretty good. Obviously, there's some inside detail that has to happen, but I'm not doing any of that until we get to the point where I'm happy with everything happening in the... Yeah, I wish we didn't have to deal with that. That's kind of annoying. And there's nothing I can really do to stop that. Unless we got rid of the walls, that's the only thing. Let's just commit to a wooden top for now. I guess we'll go with... Oh, I don't have any blocks. Whoops. Big head face, good to see you. Certainly rains here enough on the Citadel to be summertime in the UK. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think a lot of people just kind of associate castle summer or castle builds with like UK weather. That's how my brain works anyway. And I'm still full from breakfast. I had a really nice, the Dutch baby. For folks that don't know what that is, you can either look it up on the internet or go to Joel Duggan on Instagram. I posted some pictures. Did a strawberry, blueberry, lemon Dutch baby this morning. I was up early. And they're actually not that hard to make. Right, so I feel like we have to do some stairs in the corners, maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. A little bit low, but that's fine. Nice view from up here. You really can get a good look at just about every area. And the only thing you're not missing much over here because it's just the keep. Like there's just this giant building in your way. So it's not too bad. So much easier on the eyes with wider staircases. Lesson learned, when I build a castle in the future, if it happens and when it happens again, I am definitely going to be building it much larger. Much larger. So this is an outside block. So we could... Where's the outside here? There's the outside there. We could have a window in here, you know? That could be fun. Now this Right. I feel like this probably is going to need like a door. A sweet giant Yorkshire pudding, it would seem. Yeah, it's not too far off. The proportions are a little bit different, and I don't think there's any sugar in Yorkshire pudding, but yeah, hence the sweet. Yeah, it's a half a cup of flour, half a cup of milk, 4 eggs, vanilla. It's supposed to be 3 tablespoons of sugar, but I find that was a lot the first time I made it, so I only used 2. But then I use extra fruit, and it's like the recipe calls for a full cup of blueberries, but I only used like 3/4 of a cup of blueberries and then like a half a cup of strawberries. Oh, probably closer to a full cup of strawberries now that I think about it. Just sliced on top. So you blend it all. You blend all your liquid stuff and there's also salt in there too, but you blend all your batter together and then you just put it in a preheated pan and then throw it in a preheated oven at 450 for 15 minutes. The longest wait is waiting for the oven to reach temperature. It's really quite easy. There's a fair amount of butter in it too, but like most good things have a lot of butter in them. So this is old stuff from the old interior. Now what does this look like from below? Right, we probably want to keep this flowing in places where we can. Maybe we'll have some stairs here just to cover up that transition between textures. Everywhere else seems to be okay. Still don't know what we're doing with these supports in here. I do like the stone. It'd be nice if we could do some stone. That's not right. It's the kind of thing where like you really want vertical slabs. Stairs are too big maybe. A little boring. So our 3 options are like some version of stone or wood here. The wood has the nicer profile because of the trapdoors, but I prefer the stone color. What does this look like without all the little bottom parts on it? Probably not that good. No. And I think upstairs it's going to look better. Yeah. This works better, I think. I have no idea what those used to be. Maybe the old wall? Nah, iron trapdoors for me are not a favorite. They tend to be very bright. Had I not already used them in the greenhouse in the meadows, I would have retextured my trapdoors to be like an iron color. Yeah, that looks nice. And I guess we just have to figure out if we want to put more in. Could probably do that too. Although it makes sense right there. I don't know if it would. Could put another one here. And another one there, but then I think another one here would be too much in front of the door. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Maybe we can just repeat the spacing with some smaller looking supports. I think that's okay. The trouble with doing half slab, like top slabs, I guess, or rooms that are 3.5 or 2.5 tall. You run into this problem a lot. That line up. Now here, I guess we could do something similar. Although, does that even show up? Oh yeah, it totally does. Thanks for the sleep, Cosmic. Honestly, it's probably just going to be easier to make it all stairs. Finished Kiwi, you've not heard of We Built the City on Rock and Roll until we made the joke here on the stream about trapdoors? That's funny. That is tricky. Ooh. That may not be how that goes. So one thing I was thinking about doing was pulling this part of the building out a bit. I wonder if it would be better to have this roof actually come out farther. So I'm going to see what that looks like. Herding cats, you're old enough to remember it as a hit? Yeah. My parents are baby boomers, so that was on the radio growing up all the time. The stations that mom and dad listened to. So I'm just going to kind of quickly push this out and see if that at all works. It might not. It's already a really big roof. I don't know if I want to go this far with it. Yeah, I don't think so. It could come out farther than it currently is, but I don't think it needs to be that far. I don't think that really works. I've been listening to a lot of 70s and 80s rock lately. I don't know why. Just kind of got in the mood. I think it was maybe like the Dungeons and Dragons trailer, you know, with some Zeppelin. Got me kind of amped for it. Yeah, I don't like it overlapping there. So we're not going to do that. And then from this angle, it's probably massive. Yeah, that's huge. Okay. It's already big. I just thought this might be fun to have like an extra little bit of depth to it. So maybe we'll just bring it out by 1 block, not 4. Or 3. We could also mimic what the other side does too. The other side actually has an angle to it. Where does that start? Right, so slab, first stair, and then after the first stair it goes out by a little bit. So we could try that. Do we want this to have that extra depth? Oh, seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Those movies will definitely get you back into like the 70s, 80s stuff. They had 90s, I think, in the latest one. I really don't understand. I see so many people on their podcasts, like actors or famous people, famous podcasters, and they just rave about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's not that good. I didn't like it at all. I mean, I can understand that some people will like it, you know, but like it's not Shakespeare. Like it people are like praising James Gunn as like the next Steven Spielberg, and he is not. The movie is rough. I feel like that could be a fun little detail. I don't know if we need this here either. We could also move this door. And I could pull this in. Adding, again, more depth. Giving a little bit more height to this roof too if we wanted to. Oh, that doesn't really work. I feel like having more distance between the doors makes sense too. And I like adding that kind of range of depth here. So I think this was a combination of spruce and dark oak. Yep. DC is going to fail with him at the helm, says Frontrunner Jake. I don't have high hopes for DC, and I don't want to lay it all on the feet of James Gunn. I don't think the movies like people like he's saying that the Flash movie that's coming out soon or is out now is the best superhero movie ever made. That is the cockiest thing that you could say, given the company that you're in the 19 Marvel movies that are out there. Like, that's just... Oh, Henry Cavill is the best Superman. I agree. I don't like Zack Snyder. The problem with Zack Snyder is that he doesn't like... Zack Snyder is not a Superman fan. Right? So, like, pro tip, get someone that likes Superman to direct something like Justice League. You know? Killing Superman in Batman Returns was... Or Batman v Superman was... Well, the whole Batman v Superman was dumb, but killing Superman, that was a huge mistake. I mean, I know he came back in Justice League, but like it didn't make any sense. It was a feel bad moment, you know? All right. So we need to go and take a look at this other side here. So the middle is spruce. Maybe I should just go upstairs. Yeah. All right. So then the crossbeam is at this height here. So this would be spruce here. And it would be out farther. So spruce there. Crossbeam would be there. So this would be a crossbeam here. Oops. Torches. So then this would probably need to be like that. Now, unfortunately, this is going to look really strange. Unless we do a door that comes in sideways. Feels I mean, it's all right. It's a little cramped. I just feel like this place is probably going to need a door. And that is... Yeah, that's something we can see from downstairs. Right. Well, I mean, I guess we could carry this all the way around, couldn't we? So much up and down. At least the stairs are wide. Yeah, that's not terrible. What could we do? Maybe we just have to do some fancy stair shenanigans here. And I don't have the stairs, of course. Why would I? Why would I bring the things I'm going to need 5 seconds later? So much of it is just like inventory cram, where you're just kind of like, I just can't fit everything, so you only take what you think you need immediately. We're also running low on spruce stairs again. I mean, we just built a giant tower, so that's fair. Finnish Kiwi has got faith that James Gunn will do justice to the DC stuff. I think the problem is that DC is and continues to play catch up. They are not. They're not. Oh, I can't do that here. Okay. They're just rushing it. You know, they're always trying to do too much, too soon, too quick. That feels a little bit strange there. I think there was trapdoors over the beam crossings, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure what the whole trick was with getting rid of Henry Cavill as Superman. Especially with the way that they announced it. Like they gave him the green light to say I'm returning, and then they yanked it away like 3 weeks later. Like it was a terrible way to communicate with fans. I would imagine that Cavill, who handled it gracefully, probably felt embarrassed, you know, and disappointed, probably a little angry, which I don't think he would say publicly, but I'm assuming he would be. I sure as hell would be. Yeah, we may have to not use the same pattern on both ends of this. But I think I like that adjustment. Like I like pushing it out just a little bit. I think it creates more interest in layers in this section right here. But yeah, I think we might just have to go with the full dark oak. I'm okay with the crossbeam, but I think just for the sake of a simple, you know, end to something. That or we do all spruce. Like we could do all spruce as well. That might be a little bit easier on the eyes too. We do that, I think we just have to do all straight up and down. Yep. Throw in some signs and stuff, make it look fancy later. Oh, that's a problem. Don't like that too much. Maybe we don't need this one. Oh yeah, we do. Is there no way to do this? It's gonna be funny on one end, isn't it? Oh no, there we go. I think I might like it better without this. Yeah. think the only difference is that this is potentially going to be dark oak. It may not look good up here though. That could be fine. We make both of these dark oak. And honestly, this could just be filled in. Canada Raz, hello, hello. Big head face, good to see you as well. My issue is that there was never a clear storyline across the 3 films. He put the story arc in the first place first. Highly doubt they would have brought Palpatine back. What? Why are we talking about Star Wars now? Henry Cavill handled the whole situation so well publicly. I feel like he really got a rough end of the deal. Oh, 100% Cosmic. Yeah, he got the short end of the stick. I mean, maybe, you know, fortune smiles on, you know, opportunity. I feel like shortly after that, that he was released from that commitment, he was then announcing that he was executive producing the Warhammer stuff for Amazon. So I don't know that he could have done both, or it would have been really stressful and busy. And it's probably, he's now in control. Like now he's going to be running a show. And I think that's probably worked out for the best. More break when I'm ready. Yeah, fine. I think I'm feeling pretty good about this section. So when we come back, I want to move on to a different area. I think we might try to lay in the mosaic a little bit. That, or now that we're happy with the tower and we know that the adjustments to the hall are staying, I could also try to pull the floor in from here and see if we can make that work. That could be kind of a nice kind of thing to do. I think the floor has to come in here first before we can decorate the walls, so we'll do something like that. I appreciate the heads up, Cosmic. Wait, what did I miss? Canada Raz. We were talking about DC, James Gunn, and Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what got us started on James Gunn. Was Guardians of the Galaxy. Which I did like. The third one I did not like. First one, pretty good. Second one, not my favorite, but you know, entertaining. Third one, really did not like it. I have not had a chance to talk about it on the Citadel Cafe because I've had a really rough time getting those out lately. Anyway, I'm going to stick to these breaks so I can avoid the cosmic rainbow of doom. Thank you very much for the reminder. We will be taking 5 or 6 minutes. Folks, if you are new, I do this once an hour. It's a short break. I zap my coffee, grab some water. You should too. Maybe even grab a friend because, of course, we're always trying to grow the channel. I'll be right back. Just like the flying manta rays of doom can be avoided by sleeping, the cosmic rainbow of doom can be avoided by taking a break. Well played. Well played. All right, so let's do the old inventory dump because I'm feeling that frustrating, you know, inventory clench. A lot of it is just in here that we don't need anymore because we're not doing the detailing. Bricks, and I don't think there's any andesite in the floor. I think it's all furnaces and other stuff like that. All right. So I think we're going to focus on the inside. It is polished basalt furnaces and blast furnaces. So I think what we'll do is we'll try the polished basalt first, and we'll just see if the grid is going to work out, because I don't know if it is or not. We'll have to see. So if we continue this along, it would be in here. And this does not have a floor. I guess I should probably bring some cobblestone. It's close to furnace. What I should do is create like a double ceiling here. The cosmic rainbow of doom can be avoided by throwing flowers in your general direction as well. Nice. Squiggle-tastic Games. Great username. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. We're going to save ourselves a lot of trouble by adding in this double ceiling to the level below. Actually, I guess that can all stay, can it? It's going to be underneath stuff. Whoop, not dirt. So you can still see where, like, if this was dirt, that means at some point this was probably still, like, hillside. So I'm surprised that, you know, how much of the landscape we've changed. I do plan on going back and finding, like, an old image of where this all started and doing, like, a fun little kind of, like, crossfade between the two. I think that could be kind of fun. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, I guess we should do the hallway too. This was the old exterior wall. I just haven't bothered to take it down yet, which could be kind of cool. It could be nice to kind of have that layered of, you know, idea of like maybe at some point the keep was not as big as it is now. I guess we should go down and get the stuff. Tomorrow's the final day of university. Then you're on summer break. Finish, Kiwi. That's awesome. I always liked how university got out early compared to other school experiences. I was always done really early because I never really had that many exams. I was always just handing in portfolios. So it was a lot of stress because my portfolio would be like 100% of my grade, or most of it. Oh, looks like we actually have a real ground here. Good to know. Light would be good. Alright, so let's just see. Technically we'd have 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then another one of these would be right here. So that actually looks nice. I feel like that's going to go pretty well. And then this would be 4 there. And then I guess we should make that all the same. Like that. And that's the whole pattern, right? That's, yeah, and then there's just one in the middle. That works out wonderfully. Awesome. So we could either continue this down here, 2, 3, until it gets to be a problem. Or we can shift and do something different. And these are just furnace, but I think they are facing a specific way. I don't really remember. Yeah, they all seem to be facing probably this way. Except for... Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. So it looks like we've done this pattern. And then the reverse. Right. Okay. Oops. More furnaces required. I'm glad that these are so easy to make. Late game, you need extra furnaces, you can just crank them out real quick. And then we just do facing this way. Oh, wait a minute. These are going to be blast furnace. And those I don't think matter. Nice. So that now continues all the way through. Now we could do something a little bit fancier with this particular square. I feel like being in the center of the apse, it could use with something special. You know, some like maybe this one we throw down some blast furnaces. Feel like that kind of makes sense. We could do that with all three of them, actually. But I think I'd like to have them off to the side. It would be nice if I could figure out some way to add some color to this, too. Don't know how I would do that. Outside of maybe, like, ore blocks? I wonder if that would look cool. So we can potentially continue this piece. Oh, that's doing that wrong. But I don't know if this translates around the corner very well. Because this is not a multiple of 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, what is? Wait a minute. So why doesn't this line up right? Oh, because this starts here. And then this would be here. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I feel like we might have to go to a different pattern in this hallway. Probably something that links up better with whatever we do in there. And that's cool. I mean, like, gives us a chance to come up with something new. Probably better to have something that emphasizes the length too. It would be cool if we can use some glazed terracotta to maybe make it look like a carpet that runs down the middle. Yeah, definitely don't want it to be gray. We probably have to figure out what this floor is going to be like first. And then we can move on from there. Well, that worked out quite quickly, actually. I'm surprised. Bit of a fancy pattern for the hallway. It's not so much the fanciness that bugs me. It's the fact that the pattern doesn't line up. Plus, we've got this weird 2 wide. Well, not 3 wide, not 2 wide, but like it turns a corner, which I don't think that pattern really works well for. See, I'd say we probably have to figure out what the floor is going to be like in there first. Would be my guess. Yeah, okay. Well, while we're on the whole mosaic thing, let's just maybe take a crack at the outside one too. Means I might have to move some of my shulker boxes eventually, but give that a shot. So I was hoping to do a combination or something of, I guess, inspired by this. So there's definitely going to be polished basalt and carved stone or chiseled stone. And I wouldn't mind working in some smooth stone if I can. That may be too light. We'll see. There we go. Andesite. Furnace. I need more of those. And polished basalt. So my idea was that we would have, let me just get up higher here. I want to have like some concentric circles in this pattern. Right? This I feel like could be like the central focus of the courtyard. But if we repeat this in a couple different ways and then just have the rings kind of go out and out and out until they meet one another, it'll do a couple of things. And it could help like kind of funnel you towards the main door here. Creates this kind of like central roundabout here, but then also if we did another one here, it could also kind of like have a focal area here as well. So I think I want to try... yes, that is the fabled roof pig. I think the name tag is still on. Roof pig, yep. So we'll start with just kind of copying what we've got out here and changing it just ever so slightly so that it's a circle pattern instead of a diamond pattern. And then it goes from there. More basalt. Plus we won't have to listen to the dirt noise anymore. And then after basalt, it goes to furnaces. Oh no. Yeah, furnaces. So here's where I'm going to focus on making it a little bit more round. And then I think it goes to polished and then furnaces again. I mean, anything is going to look better than what we have right now. And it goes back to furnaces again. Now I wonder if here I can get away with moonstone. It might be too bright. We'll see. Out of furnaces again. Go through it pretty quick. I think I've got more cobble downstairs. Don't know if I like the smooth stone. It's a little bit... It's not as cool because everything here is on a diagonal. So it doesn't have the same effect. And here we didn't do the rings of the andesite until we were much farther out. And there's a little bit more cobble in there. Maybe I could work some cobble in too. So down here it was 3, 1, 3. Yeah, so that's polished basalt. Deja vu from doing both of the other mosaics. All comes flooding back to you. They're running around in circles. Just take a look at that one more time. Right, so cobblestone and then more carved stuff. Let's do cobblestone. And that was, I think, outside of the basalt. Oh, Meadow, you came by the first time when I was working on that? Cool. Right, so I just created like a grid, like a checkerboard pattern between the two circles. So I guess we just have to figure out where the outside circle is. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to change that. So take a look at these two. We'll see which one we like better. Definitely like the andesite. Andesite looks better. And also I've messed up and it goes farther one side than it should. I feel like if we do that, we might want to go with andesite here instead. Urbe Sapphire, thanks very much for the follow. I think we can change this here. And then swap these ones for the chiseled. Actually, that might be a little bit too busy. Keep the furnace. Nope. But then for these furnace, maybe we drop down to something more basic, like a cobblestone. There's the rain. Yeah, that's starting to come together, I think. Could even try cobblestone in here. Or maybe that's where we try the smoothstone. That's not bad. Maybe not. So it's not quite a circle. Oh yes, the accidental furnace interface. Remember that from last time too. So if we did this, we'd have to figure out what would happen over here. Where would the next kind of thing be? So we'd have 1, 2, 3, and then probably this would be the andesite, cobblestone, and then polished basalt. Furnace would go here. We could also use some blast furnace as well. And then we have to figure out what the neutral thing is going to be. Yeah, I don't like this. Maybe that's where we can put the blast furnace. I like the dark. We might have to work that in somewhere else. And of course, we also have to figure out what's happening with the rest of this, which I think we're going to be like doing a textured version of just regular bricks. Oops. Man, this dirt courtyard has been here for like a full year, I think. Maybe 2? No, it can't be 2, but close to a year. There's always something very satisfying about just blanketing in a bunch of the same blocks. Right, so that needs a little bit more of a border, which I remember having this issue before. And this is where I think our smooth regular stone is going to come in. So maybe this whole thing was going to be more stone than brick. Yeah, because then that gets down to just like a single wide space. Yeah, if this has like a double ring around it, maybe. There's definitely a lot of like simple areas for your eyes to rest out here. So I could bring that pattern in. What looks better next to andesite? Probably the stone. Yeah, so maybe I was a little bit too quick to draw on the stone bricks. That feels pretty good, actually. Andesite. So the only issue with that is that this now feels very dark by comparison. So a pattern here might be good. It might not be this pattern. That's not bad. It's a little busy, but not the end of the world. I don't know if I want to go dark with like a deep slate. I never thought about that. Grab that. Yeah, I think that might be too dark for the ground. A little bit too creepy, feels a little bit too polished. And really, really high contrast. Probably looks good next to a blast furnace though. Mm-hmm. So future note, Those could be good together. I kind of like the cobblestone vibe right now. Which is surprising because normally I'm not a big fan. It keeps it light, but again, it makes the circle feel pretty dark. Maybe the thing we have to do is think about where the third circle is going to be. The third focal point. So it is a single Y, like it's an odd number. So we probably just want to pick a distance between these two walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then probably this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we'll try middle of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There. Might as well try something a little bit different. All right, so that should be about right. Now that you've shown it, I'm pondering how the deep slate might work well with something like water, though. Make it look like at least it's leaked, it gotten damp. Oh yeah, for like soiled areas or yeah, stuff like that works well. I feel like that's about right. Kind of creates a central. I mean, I could pump it a little bit farther to the south, but we'll try it for now. So I need more of those. And then we're going to go up to furnace again. Actually, let's try to make this lighter this time. What did I do on the other one? That's a cool little emote, Cosmic. Where'd you get that one? The little character writing something down? It's smart. So we used the chiseled blocks. I think the reason why this doesn't feel so light is because it has the darker lamppost in the middle of it. Which we could do a lamppost in here too. This ends up being more of a square. in a circle. It's a viral porpoise emote. Oh, cool. Yeah, we don't want these two getting too close together. This might have to move. Oh, out of cobble. Yeah, that doesn't really work. And then we do, oops. Maybe we'll do the andesite outside of this. Yeah, that's about as close as I'd ever want them to get. That might not even read as a circle. I think I like that design better. The cobble in the middle lightens it up just a little bit. And then let's cobble out here. It's kind of a straight line though. Why did that not happen over here? Oh, because I didn't continue the pattern, that's why. This is actually meant to be that. One of the nice things about having, you know, multiple patterns is that we can try something different on each one and see what works. Whoops. So here we're using furnaces, but here we're using basalt. There, and then I guess this has to go. Oops. That brings... Nope, I did that wrong somehow. Oh, there's an extra row of furnaces here that I did not see. It's funny how just a couple of different blocks here and there really change how light something is compared to other things around it. I shouldn't say how light something is. It's how light something appears by contrast. Yeah, the basalt is a darker block. You don't think about it. You think about it being like a medium gray, but there is quite a lot of dark around the edges. Maybe we have to eliminate the ring. I wonder if this is... Oh yeah, that doesn't line up. I thought for a second we could get rid of the ring around each one and instead go into like a pattern of andesite. You could go super light with it too. This is something I think it's going to take a while to sort out. That feels more like an inside floor, I think, than it does an outside courtyard. Yeah. Definitely feels more inside. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. I just don't know about what we're going to do in between, because that's not enough space. We'd have, this probably has to get bumped, because I guess we could just sort of figure out what's going on here. Try that pattern from out front. Then we run the problem of, you know, the walls are made of the same sort of pattern. So how close to the walls do you want the ground to be? So generally it might be better to keep the regular andesite away from the ground pattern. I like the cobblestone and the stone brick. Yeah, it's certainly better than the andesite in the smooth stone, for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's better than this. I think I like that kind of pattern in the middle, though. I think overall these just need to be a little bit lighter somehow. We can maybe bring some andesite into the middle, perhaps. Yeah, that's too smooth. I wanted to look cool, but I want it to look like it's something that gets walked on a lot, you know, by horses. Oh, the things that we all ponder when we're trying to put the final touches on these builds. Well, I'm happy with the tower anyway, and I'm happy with the changes we made inside with the stairs and the roof of the hall next door. I think that's also a good change. If you've enjoyed this, please make sure you leave a follow. You can tune in the next time I go live, which will be Tuesday. As a matter of fact, I should be back in here doing Minecraft and talking about Minecraft news that comes out on the Spunchunks podcast on Monday. And check out the Citadel Cafe. Hopefully new episodes of that coming out soon too. I really got to get my butt in gear and get the editor going. The editor being me, by the way. The editing process for some backlogged episodes. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Joel Duggan, very easy to find. And check out Patreon. If you'd like to support the stream, then you can join the Discord via Patreon. It's the most economical way to do that. You can also use your Twitch sub if you want, or your Prime sub. They all lead to the same Discord, including supporting the Citadel Cafe. It's all the same Joel Duggan Discord, so it's a fun place to hang out. I'm going to pass you along to Tadpole Milk, who is playing Minecraft, so your Minecraft day will continue. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, folks. Make sure you check out that new episode of the Spawn Chunks coming out tomorrow, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.